Okay, so we're done with the overview of immunology. Yes, we've talked about the overview last Monday, and as I've said last Monday, you're gonna have a quiz next week in that subject. So for this morning, we are gonna be talking about briefly the important milestones in immunology. Okay, so let me just share my screen. Can you guys see the PowerPoint now? Kikita na po ba?
Yes po, sir.
Yes po, sir.
All right, very good. Thank you. So we're done with this one, right? Okay. So sabi ko nga, milestones lang tayo, brief milestones in immunology. Okay. So I hope the overview is clearly understood by everyone. Okay. Para alam nyo kung ano nga aralin ninyo dito sa subject na ito. Okay. All right. So milestones in immunology or a short timeline in immunology. Okay. Um, the early documented cases, no, yun talagang may records, okay, during the medieval times, 1500s, okay, the Chinese is very ancient yung civilization nila, no, syempre, no, may mga natutunan na silang practices. So, smallpox, if you remember from your virology lecture, smallpox is caused by the variola, right? Variola virus, and it's very contagious. Okay, highly contagious and mataas yung yung mortality. Okay, maraming pag nagkasakit ka, mataas ang chance ang mamatay. Okay? So, alam nila na masyadong delikado yung sakit na yon. So what they did, no, was to try to immunize, although syempre they still don't know the entire concept, but to try to protect themselves by this sort of immunization. Okay? So what they did, ayan, yung scabs, ano ba sa Tagalog yung scabs? Yung, ano ay, kalimutan ko. Yung ano, 'di ba 'pag may nasugat tayo tapos na-dry natuyo na, 'di ba? Yung kinaano nga natin eh, yung tinatanggal nga natin, 'di ba? So ayun. So yung scabs ng mga nagkasakit, no? Ginagawa nilang pulbos tapos ganitong paraan na pag-aano nila, pagbabakuna. Either inhalation or sinusugatan nila yung ano nila, yung babakunahan nila. Doon nila ilalagay yung dinurog na yung powderized scab. Okay? That's what they did. So, just to remind you, 'di ba, yung sa very infectious si smallpox, okay? So, buong mundo niyan, nandiyan yung smallpox, okay? Yung virus na variola. Kaya kahit saan, nagkakaroon ng mga epidemya nito, okay? So, next, of course, yung ano natin, no? Yung natutunan natin ever since sa biology nung high school, no? Si Edward Jenner. The name Edward Jenner, no? He was an English physician, okay? Na unang-unang nag-perform ng smallpox vaccination sa na-recorded sa Western world, okay? So, ang nangyari kasi, as you can see from the bullets here, no, the milder form of smallpox is cowpox. Okay? And the milkmaids, no, developed this sickness. Nagkaroon ng cowpox, syempre yung trabaho ng milkmaids, 'di ba? Sila yung naggagatas mula yung sa cow, no? Sila yung kumukuha nun ng gatas sa cow. So nahawa yung mga milkmaids ng cowpox. But as I've said, the cowpox version of smallpox similar but it's very mild. So, walang nangyayari dun sa milkmaid. Nagkakasakit sila pero they recover, right? And then nung yung milkmaid na-observe niya, hindi na nagkaka-smallpox. Okay? So yung milkmaid na nagkaroon ng cowpox, tapos gumaling, hindi nahahawa ng smallpox. So what he did, no? Dahil na-observe niya nga 'yon, ginawa niya, yung nana ng cowpox, binigay niya dito sa bata. Okay? Ininfectan niya yung bata ng cowpox. Okay? So, siyempre nagkasakit yung bata, mild form lang, tapos yun na, hindi na siya nagkasakit ng smallpox. Tapos nung yung iba, nagka-smallpox, gumaling. Kasi nag-ano siya nag-hypothesize siya na kapag binigyan ka ng something na mild, no? Mild form of a disease, you get protected from a more virulent form of the disease. Okay? So yun yung ano niya, yun yung ginawa niya. Okay, ni Jenner. Hence, Jenner is considered to be the father of immunology. Okay? Kasi siya yung unang nag gawa talaga ng ganito. Okay? So, tapos nag-spread na yung ano sa Europe, yung technique na itong ginawa niya. Okay? So, and then of course, um, from our microbiology, right? From our bacteriology lesson, 'di ba? Si Louis Pasteur, no? So si Louis Pasteur, alam natin siya yung pasteurization, right? No, 'di ba? So yung low heat ganyan. So sa immunology naman, si Pasteur actually ang nag-introduce ng mga um, vaccines, na kung tinatawag natin ay attenuated, mamaya we'll define attenuated. Okay? So what I did, what Pasteur did, no, yung cholera na bacteria, no, kinulture niya, then pinabayaan niya, no? Kinulture niya, then pinabayaan niya. So syempre, alam naman natin yung phases, 'di ba? The logarithmic phase, 'di ba, ng culture ng bacteria, log, 'di ba? Plateau and then decline. So, ang nangyayari doon dahil luma na yung culture, marami ng mahihina na bacteria kasi marami nang namatay, 'di ba? Na bacteria. So what he did, in-inject niya yung mga mahihina na bacteria kasi luma na nga yung culture doon sa chickens, no? Tapos ang ginawa niya pa after a while, sinaksakan niya ulit yung chickens pero this time around nung mga virulent cultures. Okay? Yung mga fresh cultures pa. So obviously, if the bacterial cultures are fresh, no, they're very virulent. So ang nangyari ulit, walang namatay na manok. Okay? Yung mga na-expose na manok doon sa old cultures, doon sa aged cultures, no, did not develop the disease even though they were and then hindi naman namatay, even though they were injected with a more virulent form. Okay? So, hypothesis ni Pastor, no, na kapag binigyan mo ng weakened, weakened form of the disease, no, nagkakaroon ng protection laban sa virulent form noon. So, ano ang term na dapat ma-appreciate na natin dito? Kasi ito ang technique na ginagamit sa vaccines, attenuated. Okay? So, pag nabasa nyo na ang vaccine ay attenuated, it means weakened form. Pinahina yung form. Kaya dahil mahina na siya, no? Pag in-inject sa atin yan, magi-stimulate yan ng immune response. No? And then the next time na mayroon tayong magkaroon ulit ng infection pero yung virulent na, hindi na tayo magkakaroon ng malalang sakit kasi meron ng 'di ba, protection. Alright? So 'yun yung term natin for today na dapat attenuated. It means weakened. Okay? Weakened form of the virus, the bacteria, 'di ba? So next, ano pa ang ginawa niya? No? Pati si anthrax bacilli, no? Si Bacillus anthracis, inattenuate niya rin. Pero gumamit siya ngayon dito ng chemical, no? And then heat. Okay? So around 40 degrees yata, 42 degrees Celsius. To weaken the bacilli, no? What he did was to treat it with, I think, potassium dichromate, no, yung chemical, and then heat. So mahina na, 'di ba? Humina na yung bacteria, hindi na maano, hindi na agresibo. And then yun yung pinang-inject niya sa mga ano, sa mga sheep. Kasi yung anthrax nakamamatay sa mga livestock. Okay? So lugi yung mga herders, 'di ba? Yung mga sheep farmers, no? So kaya in-employ nila what they did, what those sheep farmers did or herders did, they employed Louis Pasteur, no? Na gawan niya nga ng paraan paano mabuhay yung mga sheep, no? Paano maprotektahan against the anthrax. Okay? So ganun ang ginawa ni Pastor, inattenuate niya. So from the attenuation nung ginawa niya sa manok, no? Yung ginawa niyang attenuation sa manok was aging, 'di ba? Time, no? Hinayaan niya lang. Samantalang ito, ginawa niya itong chemical and heat. Now, next, you've also got this one, even sa rabies vaccination, siya yung earliest recorded na perform ng rabies vaccine. And how, how did he attenuate the rabies vaccine? By injecting it to a rabbit. No? In-attenuate niya sa rabbit. So, syempre yung ano, yung rabbit, no? Nag-develop na ng ano, ng immunity, ganyan-ganyan. So humina ng humina. Hindi normal yung naging life cycle nung ano, nung virus. Okay? So ang ginawa niya, yun yung in-inject niya ulit doon sa um, batang ito, no? In-injectan niya lang ng basta. No? Tapos hindi naman wala naman nangyari dito sa batang ito. Case nung Joseph Meister. Okay? So next, 1883, si Mechnikov, no? So si Eli Mechnikov, Russian zoologist, di ba? I am sure familiar to sa inyo sa microscopy, di ba? Yung sila pastor, mga um, chemists, no? So ito naman, no? Si Mechnikov, siya yung nag-postulate ng cellular immunity. Okay? Bakit siya yung um, tinagurian na father of innate immunity kasi he was able to demonstrate phagocytosis. Okay? So alam naman natin na the phagocytic cells, right? The phagocytes, no? Yung mga ganyan, no? Cellular immunity yan kasi cells are involved, di ba? So innate, part of the innate branch of immunity. Now, next, itong 1890, okay, yung dalawang naging Nobel Prize laureate no 1908, no? Yung ito si Von Behring and kita sa si Shiba Saburo, okay? So sila yung nag-propose ng humoral theory. If you still recall our overview in immunology, there are two mechanisms, right? Cellular and humoral, di ba? Yung kaya tayo nagkakaroon ng immunity kasi may mga involved na cells. Ito yan yung natuklas ni Mechnikov. And then may mga involved na liquid, the soluble, the fluid part. So, sila yung nag-propose ng humoral theory of immunity. Bakit? Paano nila nagawa ito ng dalawang ito? No, these are both doctors, no? So, ang ginawa nila, pinag-i-injectan nila yung mga rabbits, yung mga animals ng tetanus tsaka diphtheria, no? So nag-experimentohan nila yung mga rabbits, no? So sterilized cultures. So ang ginawa nila, no? Pinag-i-injectan nila yon, tiniter nila, inalam nila yung ano, tapos ang nangyari, hinarvest nila yung serum plasma, okay? And then they discovered na merong nagno-neutralize doon sa mga pinag-i-inject nila na diphtheria sa tetanus bacilli. Okay? And ano na yung tawag nila dito? Antitoxin. So, antibody, no? Antibody. So that is the humoral theory, isn't it? So the humoral theory involves the soluble, no, the liquid, the fluid portion of immunity, 'di ba? So kaya 'yan yung na ano nila, 'yan yung na-discover nila na hindi lang pala phagocytes ang responsible in protecting, no, us from diseases. But there's a fluid portion, no? Although hindi pa nila alam kung ano talagang pangalan nun, pero there's a fluid portion that counteracts, no, the toxins. Kaya tawag nila antitoxin. Okay? So, yun yung ano nila. And then they won the Nobel Prize. So, ito na lang, bullets na lang to kasi yung mga important discovery lang in relation to our subject. Okay? So, si Koch, obviously, si Koch postulate, right, from bacteria. He was also able to demonstrate the delayed hypersensitivity. We have a separate topic for that. The hypersensitivity reactions in the finals. Okay? And then si Ehrlich proposed, ito na nga yung antitoxin, di ba? Proposed the formation of the antibodies. Paano daw nabubuo, sabi niya. And si Landsteiner sa immunohematology. So merong antibodies against the red cell antigens. Okay? So immunohematology. Alright? So ito naman, hypersensitivity. Itong dalawang ito, sila Portier saka sila Richet. Kung si Koch ay delayed, ito sa kanila yung hypersensitivity. So ito yung nangyayari kapag nakakain ka ng allergic sa'yo. Mabilis yung paglabas ng allergy. Okay? So, ito naman si Arthus, pinangalan sa kanya yung Arthus reaction ng hypersensitivity, which we will be exploring sa hypersensitivity lecture. Okay? So si Marak naman, antigen-antibody theory of binding. Okay? Theory of binding. Paano na-attract, nagkakaroon ng bonds yung antibody sa specific antigen niya. Alright? So ito, inano ko na lang, no? By decade ko na lang kasi marami namang na nagkakasunod-sunod lang. Alright, so very important, no? Kung noong medieval times, 17th, 18th centuries, their problem was smallpox, and then sumunod yung early 1900s, 'di ba, si influenza, no? 1940s naman, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, polio naman yung kalaban ng mundo. Okay? So si polio myelitis, 'di ba? So yan yung nakakaparalisa, no? So seryosong ano din 'yon, seryosong disease kasi mapaparalisa ka na habang buhay ng paralisado. Okay? So, hindi nga naman talaga kasing fatal if you think about it, right? It's not as fatal as variola, no? Not as fatal as influenza, yung mga naging, epidemya noon. Pero si polio kasi lulumpuhin ka naman. So, mula pagkabata hanggang mabuhay ka, 'di ba? Lumpo. So, very ano din 'to, very serious din yung consequence, right? Okay? So, 'di ba si ano nga, sino nga 'yun? Sino nga yung ano natin, Pambansang Bayani na ano, karon nito? Who's that?
Si Mabini, sir.
Yes. O, 'di ba? Imagine, ladies and gentlemen, no? Ganyan kaseryoso yung sakit kalaganap, yung sakit na ito. Okay? Kaya kahit saan kang panig ng mundo noon, malaking ano ito, malaking health concern, right? Now, next. Saan na ba ako? Saan ang PowerPoint ko? Ayan. 1960s so si Salk and Sabin, kaya very famous tong dalawang ito, Salk and Sabin, they were able to develop, no, polio vaccine kasi 1949 may mga naka-discover ng paraan paano nila ma-culture yung poliovirus, no? There were three scientists that were able to successfully grow the poliovirus in a cell culture. So the following years, no, nauna si Salk, si Jonas Salk, no? And then sumunod si Albert Sabin na mag-develop ng polio vaccine. Ang pinagkaiba ng dalawa, no? Si Salk, no? Yung tinatawag nating Salk vaccine, ang paraan niya ay inactivated or killed. Pinatay yung poliovirus saka i-inject sa tao. Yan yung method niya. Okay? So again, if you take a look, take a look at the method of Jonas Salk, no? Inactivated or killed polio vaccine was injected. Now, si Sabi naman, ang ginawa niya, attenuated polio vaccine. Hindi pinatay talaga, pinahina lang. No? Pinahina lang. You know the term attenuated already, right? And oral yung vaccination. No, ito yung binakuna sa atin, 'di ba? Nung baby tayo. Okay, yung patak-patak, no? So yan po 'yon. All right? And then 60s, 70s, yan kung ano-ano ng mga nidi-discover, no? Clonal selection, etc. Inano ko na lang, by decade ko na lang. And then here comes 1983, no? HIV was discovered by itong French pair na ito and then si American na si Robert Gallo. They're all virologists, no? Physician virologists. Okay? Si Montagnier saka si Sinusi. Okay? Parehas silang nanalo sila dito ng mga Nobel Prize eh. So, na-discover nila yung virus na ito. Okay? And then 1986, si Hepa B vaccine now was developed using genetic engineering. Hindi na no may Hepa B vaccine na noon. Kaya lang the production of the Hepa B vaccine hindi naging successful yung pag-a-approve kasi galing sa serum ng pasyente. Yan yung binabakuna noon. Okay? So, syempre, of course, hindi siya ganun ka-safe. Okay? Whereas, noong 1986, ayan na yung genetic engineering. Yung means sa pag-produce ng hepatitis B vaccine. Hindi na galing sa serum na pinurify mula sa isang pasyente. Okay? So, clonal methodology na yung ginamit. So, safe na. Kasi at least hindi na galing sa totoong tao, di ba? So, ayan yun. Kaya, yung vaccine, kaya kung titingnan ninyo, no, hindi pa ito ganun katagal, 1986. No? So, buhay na kami noon. Okay? So, kaya yung bakuna, if I remember it right, dumating dito yan sa Pilipinas, elementary yata ako. Okay? Yeah, literal, elementary ako. Naalala ko noon kasi pinapapila kami. Tapos may magbabayad ka. Kasi hindi pa siya libre. Ngayon, libre na siya sa mga centers. Noon, hindi. Private pa to. Kasi 1986 pa lang na-discover. 90s ako elementary. Di ba? Kasi ito kinder ako. Ay ano. So, ayan. So, si Ma'am Jo nito, medtech na. Di ba? So, wala pa. So, anyway, then during the 1990s, kung ano naman mga discovered regarding sa cell receptors, no? MHC, we'll be talking about MHC I think in a couple of weeks. Okay? And then the theories ng mga immunologic tolerance. Okay? Now, next, 1997, no? If you read the bullet around 1997, the first monoclonal antibody therapy, no? Anong ibig sabihin? Ginamit na ang antibody, no, as a gamot against cancer. Kaya monoclonal antibody therapy. 1997 ang unang naging license. I think it was leukemia. Yung antibody na na-discover na ito, no? Ang tinarget yung leukemic cells. Okay? So 1997. Okay? Yan yung unang-una. Ngayon meron ng around 20 approved or 30 approved monoclonal antibodies against cancer. Okay? Yung may mga, basta may gamot kayong marinig na may AB, antibody yon. Halimbawa, tocilizumab, yung mga ganon. No? So, basta may AB yung last letters sa pangalan niya, antibody yon. It's a monoclonal antibody. So these antibodies, they target the cancer cells, no, para masira. So it's different if you think about it. It's different from chemotherapy. It's different from radiation therapy, right? So if you guys were listening to what we talked about last Monday, immunology, no, the immune system is also being harnessed as a therapy for cancer. Kaya nga meron tayong tumor immunology. Okay? So ayan 'yon. Tinuturuan ng antibodies na kilalanin and sirain yung cancer cell. Kasi remember, ladies and gentlemen, the antibodies are what? Specific. Hindi siya naduduling. No? Alam niya kung sino ang tinuro sa kanya na dapat niyang targetin. So ganun yung ano diyan. Yun yung principle natin diyan. And then of course, 2005, no? Naging ano ito, naging tawag dyan? Celebrated ito kasi na-develop na si HPV vaccine. Ako naalala ko pa to nung lumabas ang balitang ito kasi I was already working as a medtech, no? I was in the UK, no? Nung talagang boom na boom yung balita nito na meron ng HPV vaccine. Kasi this HPV virus causes cervical cancer, no? Sa kababaihan, yan ang pumapangalawang cancer sa kababaihan. The first is of course the breast cancer, and then this is the second. So na-develop ito 2005, oh, 'di ba? Kailan lang anong siguro naman pinanganak na kayo nitong 97, 'di ba? Tama ba? Syempre 2005 pinanganak na kayo niyan. Anong ano kayo niyan? Anong grade? Sa elementary? Two thousand five.
Sir, kinder pa lang po ata.
Kinder pa lang.
Yes po.
Grabe naman. So wait, so yung nung na-discover yung monoclonal antibodies, wala pa kayo?
2002 po mostly, sir.
So,
Mga nandito.
2000
Hindi ko
pa
lang
kayo,
po sure sa iba.
Okay. So malamang ganun yung ano nyo. So 2002, naku, intern ako niyan. Pag-graduate. So, yun. Ayan pala yun, no? Bata pa pala talaga kayo dito. So anyways, yun yun. And of course, ito, I'm sure, alam, lahat tayo makaka-relate dito. Kaya one of the most significant milestones in recent, no, years and in the entire world, no, ito, the first mRNA kind of vaccines, di ba, were developed against COVID-19. Okay? mRNA na. Kasi dati, ano nga lang ulit ang pagbabakuna? Anong klaseng vaccines lang ang technique nila para magawa? Attenuated, di ba? Either killed or attenuated. Okay? Samantalang nung pumasok si COVID, no? Lumabas ang mRNA-based vaccines. Okay? So, very interesting, isn't it? Yung naging iba naman yung ano nito. Pag nag-discuss tayo ng vaccines, no? Mechanism sa vaccines, iba naman yung mechanism ng mRNA. So, I think I'm done with the history. Naintindihan po ba yung ano natin dito? sa history, sa milestones, kung paano tayo napunta dito, 'di ba? Alright. Dali. Ano pa yan? Okay. Is this clear, ladies and gentlemen? Yung brief history natin?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Okay. Sige na. Sa Monday ko na lang i-discuss yung innate immunity. Okay? Ang hirap na sa online na ano din lang tayo. Okay? So if you guys understood the brief history, okay, prepare for a short quiz on Monday about our overview. Okay? That's it. Kung walang tanong, I'll dismiss this class. Okay? I'll see you guys on Monday. Right? Sige.
Thank
you,
you
sir.
po.
Thank you
Bye.
po.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.